Hey everybody, welcome one more time to CALLOUS Fight Night. This is absolutely the last one of this season, and I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll end up being the last one of all time. No promises that this ever comes back. I mean, I know you guys like it, and certainly if it works out, I'll bring it back, but no guarantees, and it's going to be gone for a hot while, one way or another. That's, of course, for a good reason. I'm not just getting rid of it to get rid of it. That's because CALLOUS Invitational 5 play-ins begin 1 week from today. So obviously be on the lookout for that, and then soon after CI5 will be SPL, and there'll be a lot going on in the Pokemon world, but maybe we'll have Fight Night again one day. But in the meantime, let's focus on this match. We have Kristyl, who just cannot lose. She unexpectedly won the first time. People didn't really think of her as an ADV player, and she's just won and won and won and won. This is her 5th week in a row, the 4th as the champ, because she, of course, won the first time as a challenger. But yeah, this is her 5th week in a row doing this. And I mean, other than fun and pride, they don't really have anything to play for here. Like I said, they both know that it's the last week. It's not a secret, something I've been very transparent about. But it would be a really cool achievement for Kristyl to win 5 in a row and to be the champ for, I mean, basically retire, for lack of a better term, as the champ. Having beaten 5 opponents and not lost to anybody, it's pretty sweet for a non-ADV main. You guys probably recognize her opponent. That would be Jabba, playing as Trainer Orange, which is an alt that he's had forever. And we don't want to get too far behind in this game, but they're moving pretty slowly, so I've had time to chit-chat with you. We had a Smeargle Zapdos lead, which has now become the uncommon Regice against Vaporeon. Here's Camerupt as well, so both of these players are bringing some pokes that are not OU. Camerupt's not, Regice is not anymore, and of course Smeargle is not either, so it looks like we're having some funsies here today. I wonder if Jabba busted out the all BL team for fun, or if he has an actual team here and it's just a coincidence that it's played out this way. Kind of looking like all BLs. There's another one, Charizard coming in here into Camerupt, probably trying to switch into Overheat, but I think Sub is fine too. I mean, I guess Camerupt could boom on it, but other than that, I don't really know what Camerupt would threaten Charizard with. Certainly doesn't care about Earthquake, doesn't care about fire attacks. Could get him with like HP Ice, I guess, for neutral. But yeah, I don't think Charizard feels too threatened here. Now granted, what Charizard itself can do back to the Camerupt, I'm not sure. Fire attack's obviously not that exciting. HP Grass, which it often has, is like, it is okay. It does neutral damage. Same thing with HP Ice. I mean, Focus Punch, but you might get popped. You might lose your focus. It's Kristyl taking the time here. I mean, certainly if you have Toxic here, that would be a decent thing to click. I mean, the only way that goes poorly, I think, is if Charizard subs up in front of it, and then it can start Focus Punching you, but I mean, again, you could also just click Hidden Power Ice if you have it. It's just pretty safe. Boom there, I don't love. You're safe behind a sub. I think that she did that maybe thinking that the boom was not obvious because she's behind a sub. But I think that she just didn't have to do that there. I think she had a free opportunity to do something other than boom. I feel like that was a waste of the fact that she had that sub, and I also felt that there was at least a decent shot that the Charizard was going to sub there. Maybe this is a results-based statement, but I don't love that boom. So that ends up with a T-Tar follow-up. Charizard, again, is just going to sub into it. It's not gaining lefty, so it's going down to, I would assume Pataya Berry, but I guess it could be like a Salic or some other item. It's going to go for Hidden Power. It's going to get Rock Slid. That's going to go down. Leaves us in a 5-5. Smeargle returns here. I still have an inkling that we're looking at the all BL team for Jabba, but hasn't been confirmed just yet. T-Tower we see does not have lefties, so it could be CB Rock Slide or it could have Lum. I don't love the Smeargle for that reason, because if it is Lum, you just Spore there, and then it wakes up and it kills you. But Jabba apparently is confident that it's not holding Lum, goes for the Spore, gets Zapdos, and now he's going to spike up as Vaporeon comes in. Still 5-5, still on reveals on both sides. There's Taunt, that's probably, oh, just kidding. I thought it was just going to be a Surf, but Kristyl attempted to sub up there, and that's going to get stopped. Hydro Pump will certainly do the trick, but not before a second layer of spikes comes down. So Jabba down a poke, but he has the hazards. and he has a sleeping poke on the other side, so I think Jabba is probably at least even. He might even be a little bit ahead. There's T-Bolt. Ice Beam here I think will do a ton. I mean, if Thunderbolt is doing that, then a Stab Ice Beam I think kills from that HP. It sure does. No doubt about it. So now we just have a clean 4-4, but like I said, Jabba with the hazards advantage, even though I still suspect he's got the all BL cheese going on here. Here's T-Tower making a return appearance. If it is Banded, it's very dangerous here. Banded Rock Slide would easily kill the Regice here. Of course, it still may be Lumberry, but she certainly played in a way that would indicate that it's not. DD and Ice Beam, sure. So that is... Oh, it's a Lychee. Interesting. So you actually could have spored it there. But that's a +2/+1 tower, and if it is the all-BL team, this might be tricky. He's banking that Alakazam is faster here, and he would know if it is or isn't. He's probably max speed, so that's going to work. Going to get the revenge kill with Ice Punch, leaving us in a 3-3. Still with 2 unreveals on both sides. Jabba with the all-BL Funsies team to possibly dethrone Kristyl here, who brought, I mean... real team in quotes because Camerupt, but like Camerupt is like vaguely nichely viable. It's not a gimmick mon. So I think this is an attempt at a real team from Kristyl. I'm not sure where she got it. I don't recognize the team, but it's a team. Jabba, on the other hand, I don't know what the last two are going to be, but they're not going to be OU, so it seems. Now Vaporeon going to try its luck against Alakazam. We only know that it is Ice Punch. There's a Stab Psychic for 43. Specs Drop irrelevant. Hydro Pump Miss, however, relevant. That would have done a lot. I don't know that it would have killed, but it definitely would have done a lot. Vaporeon just going to go down to the follow-up Psychic, and now Rachi is going to have to beat Alakazam. It may or may not have Fire Punch or Encore. There's Fire Punch, seen for the first time. Calm Mind happening now, but is it too little too late? Might need a Wish Protect combo here, or a Body Slam Para, which, by the way, would also go back to Rachi via Synchronize. I don't know. The Zam seems like a real threat here. I just narrated a Zam game on my channel not that long ago. Altina won a game with it. I mean, people make fun of it, but I mean, Blissey is used less than it had been in the past in recent times, and in a Blissey light metagame, Alakazam can be the real deal here. That's 2 boosts for Rachi, but can it beat the Zam? What can it do offensively? 2 more Fire Punches will do the trick here. So Rachi is going to have to either, again, get a Wish Protect going, or it's going to have to get some kind of offense. Are we looking at like a +2 Thunder here to try to get the Zam? Or try to land a Para or a Freeze with some kind of Serene Grace nonsense? A burn is terrible there. There's a Fire Punch back, and that also gets a burn, so how appropriate, I guess, but... that's going to leave the Rachi really, really low. I don't get the switch. Why? What's the point of the switch there? I don't like that at all. I would let the Jirachi die, but Kristyl sees it differently. She's going to fodder it off now. So now here's Hera at just 8%. Gonna have to get the job done against 2 unrevealeds for Jabba. I think we're done here, and I think Jabba's going to get it. Yeah, that'll do it. That's going to outspeed a Hera, and we know this Hera is not going to have Endure or Salic Berry. So that's going to be that. Jabba going to come in with the all-BL team, not even having to reveal it all, and he is going to get the W and crush the dream for Kristyl. She had been a great champion up to this point. Like I said, this is her 5th week in a row at Fight Night. Obviously, nobody can win forever. This is one of, if not the longest streaks that we've ever had in Fight Night, so she did a really good job. But Jabba is going to sneak in at the end, halfway in the bag from a binge drinking day yesterday at a wedding, I'm told, busting out the BL Funsies team, but nevertheless getting the W. Hey, Fight Night's supposed to be for fun, and I like when people bring teams like this. That is very cool. We don't have to do a drawing, as you know, because, like I said, this is the last one for quite some time. I just want to take this time to really thank you guys for tuning in to Fight Night for the many, many months. I mean, how many months have we been doing this for real? 6 months, 6.5 months now in a row. It's a lot of time, and I really appreciate you guys tuning in and watching and supporting this. But I don't want you to go anywhere from my channel. It's not as if we're going to not have content. Quite the opposite. We're going to blow up with content soon. There are so many tournaments going on. World Cup of Pokemon Perfect signups have a week left. That's going to be a thing. I'm involved in this cool RBY tour that was originally called The Last Dance, but it's now called the RBY Invitational 2. That's going on soon. You're going to see some of that on the channel. And then, of course, my bread and butter, the Callous Invitational 5 specifically. Like I said, the play-ins for that start 1 week from today. The tournament is right around the corner, so absolutely cannot stress this enough. Get in the Discord server if you're not there already. You do not want to miss Callous Invitational. These are going to be the strongest play-ins that we have ever had by a large margin. You don't want to miss it. Get involved. Get hyped for CI5. I will see you guys in a week to live draw the pairings for play-ins. I'm going to stream that. You don't want to miss it. See you guys there.